Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So very shortly, in less than 2 hours, probably less than an hour since I'm releasing this video, we're gonna get our Deathless Mausoleum. And it is very important for several things, for several reasons, should I say. Number one is obviously because we do have to run through Deathless Mausoleum to acquire Deathless Thanos if you do have all the Deathless champions. And that is extra important because he looks amazing. And he's also a requirement for the final Arena challenge. And that Arena challenge is going to take place in Necropolis. So I figured I'm going to share my current plan of action with you guys prior to it, because I am not entirely certain whether I'll be able to finish all of the run tonight, because, well, it is going to start at like 8 p.m. for me, and God knows how long it's going to take. But maybe, we'll try. The idea of that actually came from Lord Business. His actual name is Lord Jerk Shadow. But he came into the stream and we started talking about this Necropolis run. And he kind of shared his plan with me. So based, taking inspiration from that, we're going to go over my own personal plan. So we obviously do need to figure out which path we're going to do. We have 6 potential paths, or well, more of them if you want to mix match them, which is again not exactly, I'm just going to go path 1, realistically. I do think that all the champion abilities will be kind of fitting quite perfectly to you actually have all the tools required to tackle this path, starting from Titania, that can be easily soloed by the Deathless She-Hulk, and Vision Arcus, where Guillotine can neutralize and nullify a buff on her level 1 thanks to the synergies from Thanos. Then we have Mogi Sentinel, which is going to be quite solid target practice for Thanos or Deathless King Groot. Vision Arcus, sorry, not Vision Arcus, Airwalker, that we will have several answers, I think, in between Thanos, in between Deathless She-Hulk, in between Guillotine, all of whom will be viable there. Gonna have Captain Britain for Deathless Vision. He actually doesn't hit as weak with the full set of synergies. Then Wiccan for Deathless She-Hulk. Then we're gonna have Psycho Man for one of the Cosmic guys. And then in section 2, we're gonna jump to the Guardian, which I think again is gonna be fine for either Thanos or Deathless King Groot. Then we're gonna have Valkyrie and Red Guardian, and so on and so forth. So I do believe that path 1 will be the best way to go in here. And based on that, I already kind of started putting together my own spreadsheet here. I'll change the graphics so it's not as dark for you afterwards. But the idea is I'm going to write down the champion that I use and how did it go. I'm going to add in a note or two. And that can also serve as kind of like a provisional guide here. Basically, the plan currently is to use She-Hulk for Titania, Guillotine for Vision Arcus, Thanos, King Groot for Meg Sentinel, Guillotine, Thanos, She-Hulk for Airwalker. Captain Britain's going to be Vision, probably. Most likely Vision. I don't think She-Hulk's going to be too suited there. It's likely going to be Vision. I think Thanos will be able to do that fight too, but looks like it's probably going to be Vision. Wiccan, She-Hulk, Psycho-Man, Thanos, King Groot. We'll see how we go. It also distributes these fights quite evenly in between the champions, which leads me to have a hope that Team Revives might be a good savior of resources. Guardian should be King Groot or Thanos. Valkyrie should be fine for Thanos. Then we have Red Guardian in between She-Hulk and Thanos. Captain America, Sam Wilson, Thanos or King Groot. Dragon Man should be perfectly fine for She-Hulk. Then we have Captain America Infinity War for Thanos. Nova for, any number of champions. And then we're going to have effectively the final boss, which again, Vision is going to be there for the last phase because he does gain a reverse control immunity. Thanks to his synergies. So that should be sorting out that bit. And then the rest of the health, I think I'll try either Guillotine or Thanos most likely. So he also kind of summarized the most important abilities for all of the Deathless champions, especially when they're synergized, and all of them have much better damage than they do by themselves when they are in full set of synergies. So Thanos will have armor removal, many debuffs, corrosion as a dot, few buffs for Psychoman matchup, and he's also Cold Snap immune. Power Burn, Drain immunity, and obviously synergies will give him more damage and better ramp up. Then we have She-Hulk, again, effectively heal block, increased special chance, so opponents are going to be more aggressive. Fear debuff on heavy, which is going to be anti-miss and anti-unblockable abilities. And Spectre as heal reversal as well as Wither power reversal. And against Science champions, she will be immune to ability accuracy reduction. No, she will have ability accuracy reduction, but also she will have her ability accuracy immunity by non-skill, which is going to help her on the initial path for like Titania fights, for instance, where you do not need to worry about parrying then. Grit will counter unstoppable if punishing heavy or special. Nice. And then we have Guillotine, who I actually think is going to be one of the bigger MVPs of the run, because Guillotine's damage is going to go quite crazy, I think. And she will be quite useful with her Neutralize as well. So we have Degen as in DOT. Spectre is going to be heal reversal, Neutralize, and Nullify on champion, as well as solid damage output. King Groot, obviously he has plenty of Furies, access to Incinerate, access to Unbreak, he's Bleed immune, Power Drain, and Burn immune, debuff, Shrugging, Undermine on specials coming from synergies, so he can bypass Auto Block. And if he's going to be hit by Unblockable, he's going to get Unstoppable. And obviously he's quite chunky. And his damage is going to have much higher ceiling than it normally does. And Vision, he has reverse control immunity thanks to Synergy. Vision has nothing. Vision sucks. But Synergy does give him a reverse control immunity, which will be helpful in the Captain Britain fight. And in the final boss fight. And that's all he has. But his damage is going to be, half decent. With all the synergies, with his damage being super, triple, quadruple, pentuple charged that it normally is, he's going to have at least okay damage. Let's say he sucks. But I took him to rank 2, so I have all my Deathless champions at rank 2 at the moment on the ready. And I will, I do plan to rank 3 Thanos, because we will get 1 to 2 gem from the Deathless quest, and I do Deathless Mausoleum. We'll have the 7-star generic 1 to 2 gem, and I do plan on giving my Cosmic rank up gem to Thanos as well. We cannot forget that Deathless Thanos obviously will have all the awesome benefits, and there's going to be another thing that is super crucial for all of the mid-damage champions that we may or may not have to use. Looking at Deathless Vision, it's in his final synergy, where synergy champions in Necropolis gain plus 50 vengeance charges if all champions are present. That's quite huge. That will extend the fight duration quite massively and help us save revives. It's not going to help us do it any faster, but it will help us save revives. There we go. That is effectively my plan. So, I obviously will be doing it live. I will be, making a video about how it went for me. So, stay tuned for that if you're willing to see me get wrecked or wrecking Necropolis again. And obviously finishing the Korean challenges, at which point I do plan on sigging up Thanos as well. And yeah, I'm gonna have an awakened, probably Sig 200 Thanos from the get-go, because I do think that you kind of want him at Sig 200 for his max potential. And I really do need some more Cosmic rank ups, because at the moment I struggle to really want to rank up many Cosmic champions. And even though we're still on the hype phases for Deathless Thanos, I think, even though much of whatever he will do in the contest is unproved and purely theoretical, he does look very good, offensively and defensively as well. People do forget that he does have 4 in defender strength, and he can mess you up. So, that is the plan so far. That is the plan so far. And we're going to see that all of the Deathless champions should get some solid use time as well. Absolutely looking forward to it. I'm quite pumped. Are you? Should be fun. See you soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the